I'd like to call to order our hearing for tonight, October 11th, 2021. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tonight we have a liquor license transfer hearing, and for that I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Clark.
Mr. Monero, if we could have a motion to open the hearing?
Is there a motion to open the hearing?
I'll make a motion.
Motion from Ms. Bramlett, second from Ms. Bandish. Comments or questions? Vote on that.
Yes.
A roll call vote. Mr. Higgins?
In favor.
Ms. Bramlett?
In favor.
Ms. Bandish?
In favor.
Mr. Gannon?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a public hearing for liquor license transfer application to transfer a restaurant liquor license number R473 from the municipality of Limerick Township, Montgomery County, into Plymouth Township. The applicant is Ruby Tuesday Operations, LLC. The property which is the subject of this hearing for an intermunicipal transfer of a liquor license is 2053 Chemical Road, Plymouth Township. If approved, the license would be used at a sit-down restaurant for Ruby Tuesday. The hearing is being held for the purposes of receiving comments and recommendations of interested individuals residing within the municipality concerning the applicant's intent to transfer a liquor license into the municipality of Plymouth Township. The application, which was submitted by Ellen M. Freeman, Esquire, was received by the township on August 24th, 2021. The Pennsylvania Liquor Code requires that the township render a decision within 45 days of the submission of a complete application, or in the alternative, within an additional 60 days at the township's election with written notice to the applicant. My office has reviewed and found the application to be substantially complete. The Pennsylvania Liquor Code sets forth certain mandatory provisions with respect to processing applications for intermunicipal transfers of liquor licenses. Section 4-461B13 of the Liquor Code provides that an intermunicipal transfer of a license must first be approved by the governing body of the receiving municipality when the total number of existing restaurant liquor licenses and eating place retail dispenser licenses in the receiving municipality equals or exceeds one license per 3,000 inhabitants. Section 4-461B13 further states that upon request for an intermunicipal transfer, at least one public hearing shall be held by the municipal governing body for the purpose of receiving comments and recommendations of interested individuals residing within the municipality concerning the applicant's intent to transfer a license into the municipality. Accordingly, the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board may not approve a new license unless the township first holds a public hearing and approves the intermunicipal transfer application. The township is required to render its decision by resolution or ordinance, and we have provided for the board this evening a copy of a resolution approving the transfer and a copy of a resolution denying the transfer. The application has been advertised consistent with the Liquor Code on September 17th and September 24th, 2021. Ms. Freeman, you will now have the opportunity to present the application, any information, any evidence you would like, and any testimony you would like, and then make yourself available. And if you have any witnesses here with you this evening, make them available also from questions from the public and from the board. Do you understand this process, Ms. Freeman?
I do.
And Ms. Freeman, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ellen Freeman. I'm an attorney at Flaherty and O'Hara. We're a law firm based out of Pittsburgh, and we do liquor licensing across the state. And I'm here tonight on behalf of Ruby Tuesday Operations, LLC. They would like to transfer a liquor license, which their company already owns. It's currently in Limerick Township, to their restaurant located within Plymouth Township, which is connected to the Hampton Inn at 2053 Chemical Road. That particular location already sells beer, wine, and spirits from the restaurant. It is currently operating under a hotel liquor license, which is connected with the actual hotel that's right next door. They do so operating with a joint venture agreement, so they're essentially, the hotel is agreeing to allow them to connect themselves via the building in order to get a hotel license, which is a non-quota license, which is essentially a lot cheaper for a lot of licensees in order to obtain. Because if you're aware, Ruby Tuesdays actually filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy due to the COVID-19 pandemic back in 2020. And through a bankruptcy order, they were able to come out of bankruptcy and be bought out by a different set of private investors who are essentially carrying on Ruby Tuesday's name in order to keep them alive. Now, unfortunately, because the pandemic hit, especially franchise chain restaurants pretty hard, Ruby Tuesdays was unable to keep all of their restaurants open. So the Limerick Township restaurants was not as profitable as some of their other stores, so they did decide to close that one down permanently. Just because they close a restaurant down doesn't mean that the liquor license is lost there. Liquor licenses, restaurant liquor licenses in Pennsylvania carry a pretty healthy value in a lot of counties. So in order to preserve this liquor license, they needed to have a location to transfer it to. Because this particular location in Plymouth Township is operating under a hotel liquor license, they found that this was the best opportunity to preserve the license and also to relieve themselves from some of the agreements that they had with the hotel. Obviously, the hotel has to protect its interests as well, so this is really best for both parties. So this liquor license would not change any of the operations at Ruby Tuesdays. The hours will remain the same. The staff is going to remain the same. I was speaking with the manager just this evening. They don't plan on having any day-to-day operation changes. And furthermore, hotel liquor licenses and restaurant liquor licenses are given the same privileges. So they are not going to have any additional privileges with respect to alcohol just because they're changing from a hotel to a restaurant liquor license. So it will remain status quo across the board. If there's any questions from the board about this process and why we have to do that, I'm happy to answer it, and as well as any operational questions that you all might have. Thank you.
What happens to the hotel liquor license?
The hotel liquor license will essentially just go out of existence. Because they're non-quota, you can get one for a pretty nominal price from the Liquor Control Board. So if the hotel does decide that they want to do any sort of alcohol service from their lobby, as some do, they can reapply under their own name.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
So if there would be a motion to close the hearing and then a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-32, which would be the resolution approving a transfer of a liquor license to the township from another municipality.
Okay, is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
Motion for Mr. Higgins, is there a second?
Second.
Second for Mr. Gannon, comments or questions? Roll call vote, Mr. Gannon?
In favor?
Ms. Bandish?
In favor.
Ms. Bramblett?
In favor.
Mr. Higgins?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor. And now, is there a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-32?
So moved.
Motion from Ms. Bandish, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Mr. Higgins, comments or questions from council? Anything additional from the audience? Seeing none, we'll do a roll call vote. Ms. Bandish?
In favor.
Mr. Higgins?
In favor.
Ms. Bramblett?
In favor.
Mr. Gannon?
In favor.
And the chair votes in favor.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We will-
The chairman can
Oh, that'd be
sign.
great.
Take over with you.
Thank you
And
so
we will
much.
adjourn this hearing.